Hello guys, I'm Dr. Jaideep Patil, working as Assistant Professor in AISSMS IOIT College Pune. And today in this session, I will cover the first unit of data structures, Introduction to C programming. Okay, and in this session, I will cover these points: variables and constants in C, then operators, bitwise operations, decision control and looping statements, arrays and functions, pointers and string manipulations, structures, union, enumerations and macros, and then lastly I will cover the file handling. Okay, so we will see one by one. Okay, first is variable. A variable is a container or storage area to hold the data. Okay, so to indicate a storage area, each variable should be a given unique name, or we can say that identifier name. And variable names are just a symbolic representation of a memory location. For example, int place score is equal to 95. Okay, and to given a name to a variable, there are some rules. Okay, so rules are like a variable names can only have a letters, both uppercase and lowercase, digits and underscores. The first letter of a variable should be either a letter or underscore. Okay, then next is a literals. Actually, literals are the data used to represent the fixed values. They can be directly in the code. For example, 1, 2.5 C. These are the literals. So there are some types of literals: integer, floating point literals, characters, escape sequence, string literals. Okay, so literals are integer literals. So as integer is just a numeric literal without any fractional or exponential part. They may be a decimal with base 10, octal with base 8, or hexadecimal with base 16. Okay. Then second is floating point literals. Just it is just a numeric literal that has either a fractional form or an exponent form. Next is characters. A character literal is created by enclosing a single character inside a single quotation marks. For example, in single quotation A, in single quotation M, etc. Then next is escape sequences. Sometimes it is necessary to use characters that cannot be typed or has special meaning in C programming. Okay, for example, new line, tab, question marks. So these are given here with backslash b, which is for backspace, then backslash n for new line, like this. Okay, and next is string literals. A string literal is a sequence of characters enclosed in a double quote marks. Okay, so for example, good, earth is round, AISSMS, these are the strings which given in programming with double quote marks. Okay, so next point is constants. Actually, constants whose value cannot be changed. So if you want to define a variable whose value cannot be changed, you can use a const keyword. Okay, so this will create a constant in your programming. For example, constant double pi is equal to 3.14. That is okay. Okay, and next is keyword. Keywords are predefined reserved words used in programming that have special meaning to the compilers. Keywords are the part of the syntax and they cannot be used as an identifier. In C language, there are near about 32 reserved keywords. For example, auto, double, int, struct, break, else, long, switch. So we cannot use this keyword as a identifier name. Next is operators and bitwise operations. So an operator is a symbol that operates on a value of, or a variable. Okay, for example, plus is an operator to perform additions. Actually, C has a wide range of operators to perform various operations, and these are arithmetic operators, increment and decrement operators, assignment operators, relational operator, logical operators, bitwise operators, comma operator, and the size of operator. So here the arithmetic operators. So an arithmetic operator performs mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It's run on numerical values that may be a constants or a variables. Next is the increment and decrement operators. So in increment and decrement operators, C programming has two operators: increment, that is plus plus, and decrement, that is minus minus, to change the value of that operand by one. Means if you use the plus plus, it means they will increase the value of operand by one. If you use a minus minus, then it will decrement this operand value by minus one, means by one minus one. Next is assignment operators. So an assignment operator is used for assigning a value to a variable. The most common assignment operator is equal sign. Okay. For example, A is equal to B. Again, you can use assignment operators plus equal, minus equal, star equal, then divide equal, or moderate operator, moderate equal to. Okay. Next is relational operators. So relational operator that checks the relation between two operands. If the relation is true, it returns 1. If the relation is false, it returns value 0. Okay. So there may be a equal equal, less than, greater than, not equal, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Next is bitwise operators. So during computation, mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. are converted to bit level, which makes processing faster and saves power. Okay. So bitwise operators are used in C programming to perform bit level operations, and these operators are ampersand, bitwise or, then bitwise exclusive or, bitwise of complement, shift left, shift right. These are the bitwise operators. Next is comma operator. Comma operator are used to link related expressions together. For example, int a comma c is equal to 5 comma d. So these comma operators are used, okay, to link related expressions. For example, a, c, d are same as for int. Okay. Then next one is the size of operator. The size of is a unary operator that returns the size of a data, that may be a constant, variable, array structures. Okay. Next slide is decision control and looping statements. Okay, so for decision control, the programmer specify one or more conditions to be evaluated or tested by a program. So along with the statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be true or not. So if condition is true, then it performs the code within the curly brackets. Means suppose if condition is satisfied, then we can perform the specific code. So these are the if, else if, nested if, switch, nested switch. Okay. And for looping statement, suppose we need, when a block of code needs to be executed several number of times. So for that we can use the looping statements, and these are the while, for, do while, nested loops. Okay. Next is arrays and functions. Arrays. An array is a variable that can store multiple values, and for that we can use the syntax like data type space array name with array size. For example, if you want to store 100 integer, you can create an array for it. For example, int space data in square bracket size is 100. Okay. Then next is a functions. A function is a block of code that perform a specific task. Okay. So there are two types of functions: standard library functions and user defined functions. Actually, a standard library functions are built-in functions in C programming. Okay, these functions are defined in the header files. For example, suppose if you getting the printf. The printf is a standard library functions to send formatted output to the screen, and this function is defined in stdio.h header file. So there are number of such library functions available in C. Second one is a user defined functions. So you can also create a functions as per your needs. Such functions created by users are known as user defined functions. Okay. So for that we need function prototype, calling a function, function definition. So function type of just a return type with function space function name with arguments. You can call this by calling that functions in our main or anywhere in our program. And you need to define the functions with syntax return types with space function name with arguments along with body of the functions. Next one is a recursive functions. Actually, a recursive function is a function that call itself within that function. Okay. Next is pointers and string manipulation. Pointers or pointer variables are just special variables that are used to store addresses rather than values. So in syntax we can see here int star p. So here we have declared a pointer p of int type. Okay. Next is string manipulations. So first is string. Actually in C program a string is a sequence of characters which is terminated with a null character, that is \0. Okay. And here are some standard library functions which are mostly used along with string. Strlen. Strlen is just for calculating the length of the string. Then strcpy, cpy, that copies the string to another. strcmp compares two strings. strcat to concatenate two strings. And how to read and display a line of text. So for that we can use the fgetS and putS. Okay, these are the two functions which reads and write the whole string. Whole string means whole line of input or output. Next is structures, unions, enumerations, and macros. Okay, structure. A struct or a structure is a collection of variables, can be of different types under a single name. Okay, so before you can create a structure variable, we need to define the data type of a structure. For example, in syntax you can see this is a data type of structure, that struct name with their members. Okay, and then after creating that structure we need to create a variables of structures, and for specific variables data member we can use or access that variable by using dot operators. Next is union. So actually a union allocate the space to store only largest number. Okay, for example, suppose in my union there are two data members with, for example, union car, and in that there are two members, for example, car name with size 50 and int price. So here the maximum largest variable is name with having size is 50, so it will allocate the space for that variable is maximum up to 50. Okay, then next is enumerations. An enumeration type, also called as enum, is a data type that consists of integral constants. So to define enums, the enum keyword is used. For example, enum flat with constant 1, constant 2, or constant up to constant 10. So by default constant 1 is a 0, constant 2 is 1, and so on. So you can change the default values of enum elements during their declarations. Okay, then next is macros. In C processor, a macro preprocessor, okay, allows you to define a macros that transform your program before it is compiled. So a macro is a segment of code which is replaced by the value of macro before compilations. Okay, next point is file handling. Actually, a file is a container in a computer storage device used to for storing the data. So why we need a files? Actually, when a program is terminated, the entire data is lost. So storing a file will preserve your data even if the program terminates. So if you have to enter a large number of data, it will takes a lot of time to enter them all. Okay. However, if you have a file containing all the data, you can easily access the contents of the file using few commands in C. So you can easily move your data from one computer to another without any changes. So actually, in file there are two means number of types of files you can use here means text file as well as binary file, and you can perform number of operations on that files such as creating a new file, of opening an existing file, closing a file, reading from and writing information to a file. Okay, so for that we need to create a, or we need to declare the file in our program. So when working with files, you need to declare a pointer of type file, and this declaration is needed for communication between the file and the program. So for that declaration we can declare file pointer with file star file pointer. Okay, so for opening a point file, opening a file performs the file using a perf1 function that defines in stdio.h header file, and for opening that you can use the syntax like ptr is equal to f open in that name of the file, and mode, in which mode you can opening this file means for reading purpose, for writing purpose. Okay, next is close. Okay, means closing the file. So the file should be closed after reading or writing. So closing the file performs using the fclose function, and for fclose function we can write the syntax as fclose with file pointer. Then reading and writing, we can use fprint and fscan functions. Okay, and for appending a file, we can open this with appending mode by using pointer fopen file open mode with appending plus a plus. Okay, uh, hope you understand all this concept in very short way. Thank you very much.